Hey, good morning, everyone. It is Friday. Oh my God, is it Friday already? It's Friday. September 21st. Lord have mercy. So let's stop and look at the wisdom of the day. Yes, I'm not going to call it the energy of the day anymore. It's going to be the wisdom of the day of the tarot. Let's see what the tarot is throwing out in the universe today to look at. Okay, so first thing is Wolf Dancer. Wolf Dancer is connecting with the energy. Okay, energy. Everything is created out of energy. Okay, all matter is created out of energy. The slower it moves, the more solid it appears. All colors are made from energy, from vibration. Everything in the universe is vibration, okay? And how they interact with each other. So this is about connecting with the energy that's going on. Now again, you know, if you see something and you have a flash of anger, if you sit and look at the energy of it, get rid of the label, the name of the label of anger or the name of the label of anxiety, those things, you see it as a rush of energy in the body, okay? And so see how that energy connects and makes an emotion and how it makes it feel solid in your form, okay? So that's the first thing, is looking at energy, okay? When we have, you start getting into the lower world, this is like the energy in the lower world. Lower world is like, you know, getting into your dark thoughts, the things you don't want to look at, you don't want to see, the things you try to submerge, okay? All of those things are still underneath propelling you. So these are things that have to be looked at, challenged, okay, seen for what they are. When these dark emotions and dramas come up, stop and look at how it affects your emotions, how it affects your energy level. What happens with that? Doesn't your energy go down? So it feels more solid, it feels more concrete, okay? So let's continue forward. Chaos, okay? Chaos. So when things get, you know, amping up, you start to have a feeling of anxiety, of chaos, that I'm trapped. I don't know which way to go. Oh my God, oh my God. And when you start getting into that chaos type energy, what do people do? They start going out on a bender, okay? So when that starts to happen, you start getting into dark thoughts, you start getting into chaos, it's ramping the stuff up. You know, your mind spin, tailspin, mind spin is going. You need to stop and take a breath, okay? This is when knowing comes into the picture, okay? Knowing, wisdom, you know, knowing. Again, take a breath. Whatever it is, this too will pass. And it's so important at that point to get yourself back into balance, okay? Don't be overtaken by the chaos. Don't be overtaken by the lower world mentality. Bring yourself back to balance. This too will pass. Look at it and see it for what it is. Whether it's a knee-jerk reaction or whatever it is, take a breath. Just let your breathing naturally come. Open it up in a more relaxed way, and your body will follow suit and start to relax. So important to relax. So next I want to talk about the fetish. What's coming up next is a fetish. This is something you can have with you, take with you to keep your reminder in place. Like, okay, you can have a little fetish as just a little stone of some sort that you have that you can grab, and this reminds you just to stay. Everything is in a flow. Everything is in a flow. Okay, just keep it with you. Whether it's like that, or you have something like this, a little stone thing that I made long ago. Just take it as something you can have. The flow of life, you take it and you can have it with you, your little fetish. Just keep it with you, whether it's the representation of some sort of an animal that reminds you to be in more that type of consciousness. Again, a little fetish can be just about anything that you can have with you as a little reminder. Okay, it could be a little crystal. It could be, here's one, a stone that I think it looks like a little bear on there. Well, you can't see him well, but you see him up close. It looks like a little bear in there. It's my little bear stone. Okay, just something you can have with you as a reminder. Cool down, slow down, be smooth, whatever it is you want to name in your fetish as a reminder. Okay, these are all just points of reminders. Take a breath, slow down, and then what we have last is synergy. Synergy. So whatever the mind is focused on, it's going to create more of the same. This is why people got into the Celestine prophecies. And they started focusing and looking for these connections. And then magically they start seeing all these connections. Well, the connections are always taking place. You just haven't been looking for it. Okay? So the synergy is, and this is how people get into a psychosis state as well. You can either be drawn into better avenues or you can be drawn into darker avenues, depending on where your mind is, because the mind is very creative. The mind is a creative element. And where your focus is, where you're putting the energy, that continues to feed that energy and growing that dynamic. Okay? And that is the synergy that will take place. If it's into dark things and you're looking and you're becoming paranoid and you look and you see if somebody glances your way, you're consumed with the thought, oh my God, they're watching me and I was right and I was, and this is how, again, those dark conspiracy theories get going. They get into one thing, they ramp it up, make a story around it, go into the next level after level after level until they're pulled out into some big ridiculous things, such as what the Russians put out there about Pizzagate. A pedophile ring in a pizza place that Hillary Clinton was the head of. I mean, the most ridiculous drama. But they link it step by step by step by step in this fantasy notion until they think it's a reality. And it has nothing to do with reality, okay? So again, watch where your mind is. What is the synergy you're going to be bringing? What are you feeding? Okay? Have your fetish, whatever your little fetish is, okay, as a reminder to you. So whatever reminder you want to have, like my totem, you could say totem is a red-tailed hawk. They fly above everything. They look at the whole situation. They see everything. They're dynamic. They have no fear. They'll go after a big eagle. Okay, the hawk is, they're beautiful when they fly. Okay, that's my thing. So I also have a little fetish, a little red-tailed hawk representation. Okay, so whatever it is, whether it's a butterfly, a red-tailed hawk, whether it's being like a tree, where you're standing and you're giving this life force to the planet. The trees give us our air. The plants give us our air. They filter, they clean, they, are all giving. Okay? So whatever it is, watch where you are linked up with. Remember to stay in balance. Okay? Take that breath. Just every hour or so, just stop and see how your breathing is. Is it shallow? If it's shallow, that means you're stressing out. Let go of it, okay? And let the breath come in a more easy, open manner, okay? So let your body relax. Come back to center, come back to balance. Use the wisdom that's giving, like the ancient rocks that have been here for many, 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 many years and seen many, many, many things and have gained much wisdom through the years. Okay, keep whatever wisdom you have at hand. Again, watch out for chaos when it comes and you're feeling like you're surrounded and your anxiety is amping up. Again, take another breath and look at the situation realistically. Where is the energy? Where are you putting it? What are you connecting with? Okay? And the last one, watch out for the lower world drama thoughts that one gets pulled into. Okay? Back yourself out of it. If you have, and this is something I tell people that are in depression, or they just have minds that are spinning and keep dragging out to these erroneous thoughts, to these dramas. The mind spin is just like this. When you get a mind spin coming in, and it's a lie, okay, and it's trying to tell you, oh, you're not, let's say you, as a child you were told, oh, you're not pretty enough, you're not smart enough, you're not this, you're not that. Say, stop. Tell your mind, stop. And bring yourself back to the moment. The only thing that's happening in this moment, and do whatever it is you are doing concretely. Such as at this moment, I'm giving a reading. It's the only thing that's happening. The rest of this drama is fantasy. It's the soap opera. It's the BS drama. Stop it. Don't keep feeding it. Don't keep giving it energy. If you keep bringing yourself back to reality, what's actually taking place, not the mental spin you're putting on it, what's actually taking place, you can start to cut those ties. You can start to cut those energetic ties of drama that you just keep finding yourself drawn into, which again create more synergy in that direction. Okay, so let's learn to back out of it, back out of the chaos, back out of the lower world mental spins, come to reality, stay in balance, okay? Have something that you can, again, that you can have with you as a reminder, and breathe. Okay, so that is the wisdom of the tarot of the day. Have a great day. I will see you online. Aho!